watch the plans I made go falling like old leaves in the rain. I carried every disappointment and learned to hide the pain. For a while I thought the darkness had taken every dream. Then a quiet voice inside me said, things are not always what they seem. A broken road can still lead on, and even midnight meets the dawn. The road didn't end here, it only turned where I could not see. The weight of every heartache was building something stronger in me. The road didn't end here, there are still new places to find. I lost the life I planned before, but hope was waiting down the line. I started with a single morning, a simple promise to begin, not to erase the days behind me, but not to let them always win. Each little step became a reason to trust the ground beneath my feet. And every time I faced the distance, I found new courage there in me. Faith is walking through the grave, believing light will find a way. The road didn't end here, it only turned where I could not see. The weight of every heartache was building something stronger in me. The road didn't end here, there are still new places to find. I lost the life I planned before, but hope was waiting down the line. Now I know the strongest people are not those who never fall. They are those who rise up slowly and keep moving through it all. The road didn't end here, it opened wide beyond the bed. The tears of every heart, yeah, were not the story's final end. The road didn't end here, now the future feels like mine. I lost the life I planned before and found a better one in time. The road didn't end here, hope was waiting down the line. So I lift my eyes and leave the past behind. The road goes on, and so do I. If you enjoy our songs, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. May God bless your rule. The house I built inside my mind came down without a sound. The dreams I thought would always stand were scattered on the ground. I stared at all the broken pieces and wondered where to start. There's something steady deep within me, said begin with what you have. I may not raise these walls tonight, but I can lay one stone down right. One brick at a time, one day, one hill, one climb. I don't have to fix the whole world, I just have to keep what's mine. I don't leave hope behind. I learned that healing moves in circles and courage takes its time. Some days I felt the old fear calling, some days I felt just fine. But every small and honest effort became a stronger frame, and little by little what was empty started feeling whole again. No heart rebuilds without a scar, but scars can show how strong we are. One brick at a time, one day, one hill, one climb. I don't have to fix the whole world, I just have to keep what's mine. One brick at a time, with faith enough to try. What fell apart can rise again if I don't leave hope behind. I am not the rulers behind me, I am not the plans that fail. I am every step I'm taking and every storm I've lived to tell. One brick at a time, I'm building back my life. Not the way I once imagined, but with clearer, stronger eyes. One brick at a time, I'm leaving fear behind. What fell apart can rise again, and this new life will still be mine. One brick at a time, with faith enough to climb. The walls are rising in the morning light. One brick at a time. I used to fear the coming thunder and every sky that turned to gray. I thought that strength meant never shaking or never losing my way. But life can bend the tallest branches and still leave roots beneath the ground. So when the storm came hard against me, I learned to stand without a sound. I may have changed beneath the rain, but I am more than what brought pain. The wind could not break me, it only taught me how to bear. The night could not take me, it only showed where life begins. I carry faith inside me, even when my hands were weak. The wind could not break me, it only taught my heart to breathe. There were days I moved much slower, and nights when doubt would fill the room. But every dawn became a promise that even shadows make space for blue. I stopped demanding perfect answers and started trusting one more step. Sometimes the bravest kind of courage is simply rising from your bed. Not every battle makes a sound. Sometimes strength is staying around. The wind could not break me, it only taught me how to bend. The night could not take me, it only showed where light begins. I carry faith inside me, even when my hands were weak. The wind could not break me, it only taught my heart to bleed. Now every scar becomes a window, every fall becomes a guide. I am not less for what I suffered, I am stronger from inside.
Though it could not break me,
Oh!
it only cleared the road ahead.
The dark could not erase me, it only taught me not to dread. I carry faith within me, like a flame the storm can't reach. The wind could not break me, it only taught my soul to breathe. The wind could not break me, now I know what strength can mean. The sky is clear, the storm has passed me by, and I am still here, still standing in the light. I reached the place where all my answers could not tell me where to go. The map I trusted had gone useless, and the road was moving slow. I could not see beyond the hillside or know what waited on the other side. But something stronger than my worries said, keep walking, let faith be your guide. I may not know what waits for me, but hope can trust what eyes can't see. There is faith beyond the hill, a better day is waiting still. Though the climb may test my feet, I won't bow down to my defeat. There is faith beyond the hill, a quiet strength, a steady will. I don't need every answer now, I only need to now turn around. I met a man beside the roadside, the tired hands and silver hair. He said the years will teach you patience, and every burden won't stay there. He told me every field looks empty before the first green leaves appear. And sometimes courage is believing that life life is growing underneath the field. The seed stays hidden in the ground before new life begins to rise. There is faith beyond the hill. A better day is waiting still. Though the climb may test my feet, I won't bow down to my defeat. There is faith beyond the hill, a quiet strength, a steady will. I don't need every answer now, I only need to not turn around. So I will climb with empty pockets, but with a hopeful heart inside. For those who carry faith through hardship can find a road where none was marked.
There is faith beyond the hill.
And now I feel it growing still. Every step has made me strong. Every wrong turn led me on. There is faith beyond the hill, a wider sky, a brighter field. I never needed all the answers, I only needed faith to climb. There is faith beyond the hill, and this new morning will be mine. The sun is rising where the road stands still, and hope is waiting beyond the hill. I thought the end had found me when everything came down. The plans I held like promises were scattered on the ground. I stood among the silence with nothing left to prove, then heard my own heart whisper, there is still a life to choose. I could not change what had been done, but I could still walk toward the sun. When the dust settled down, I was still standing on the ground. Not the same as yesterday, but strong enough to find my way. When the dust settled down, I heard hope in every sound. What I lost had changed my view and showed me strength I never knew. I stopped chasing no beginnings and blaming every closed door. I learned that peace can enter when you stop asking life for more. A simple meal, an open window, a friend who stayed to hear, became the kind of quiet blessings I had overlooked for years. The smallest light can still reveal how much a wounded heart can heal. When the dust settled down, I was still standing on the ground. Not the same as yesterday, but strong enough to find my way. When the dust settled down, I heard hope Blessings fall to clear a pathway for the life we need to grow. When the dust
settled down, a brighter road was all around.
every scar became a sign that I had made it through that time. When the dust settled down, faith was waiting to be found. What I lost had changed my view and led me toward a life made new. When the dust settled down, I finally heard my courage sound. The air was clear, the sky was blue,
And there I found
the strength I never knew. I used to measure every journey by how quickly I arrived. I thought the strong were always running and never stopped to question why. But life can make the road feel heavy and turn 1 mile into 10. So I learned that moving slowly, still moving forward in the end. I do not have to lead the race, I only have to keep my pace. Even slow steps count when the road is wearing me down. Every inch I move ahead is proof that hope is not yet dead. Even slow steps count when no easy way is found. I may bend beneath the weight, but I am still on my way. There were mornings I felt stronger, there were days I barely moved. Still I honored every effort and the quiet will to choose. I stopped judging my own healing by the lives of everyone. For every heart has its own season and every dawn has its own sun. Faith does not demand I fly, it simply asks me still to try. Even slow steps count when the road is wearing me down. Every inch I move ahead is proof that hope is not yet dead. Even slow steps count when no easy way is found. I may bend beneath the weight, but I am still on my way. A river does not reach the ocean by becoming fast and wide. It keeps moving through the valleys with a purpose deep inside. Even slow steps count, I can feel it clearly now. Every day I chose to rise was a victory in disguise. Even slow steps count, and small when hope is what I found. I will keep going, even when the steps are slow. I used to count the things I lost and all the doors that closed too fast. I wore regret around my shoulders like a shadow from the past. But time revealed a different story, hidden underneath the pain. Every season that had tested me had not been lived in vain. What tried to leave my spirit weak became the strength I learned to keep. The hard years gave me patience, they gave me clearer eyes. They taught me how to face the truth and still believe in life. The hard years gave me courage, a faith that would not leave. They took away the life I knew and gave me strength to dream. I learned to hear the quiet people whose battles never made a sound. I learned that kindness grows much deeper when your own heart has been down. Now I can sit beside the weary without pretending I know why. I can offer them the hope I found when I chose to rise and try. The road was rough, the nights were long, but every mile has made me strong. The hard years gave me patience, they gave me clearer eyes. They taught me how to face the truth and still believe in life. The hard years gave me courage, a faith that would not leave. They took away the life I knew and gave me strength to dream. I would never choose the sorrow or ask to walk that road again, but I can honor what it taught me and the person I became. The hard years gave me patience and taught my heart to heal. They showed me faith is holding on when hope is hard to feel. The hard years gave me courage and roots beneath my feet. They did not write my final page, they only strengthened me. The hard years gave me wisdom and a reason to believe. I no longer fear the road behind. The hard years left me stronger, and hope still leads my life. I spent years waiting for an answer to explain the roads I crossed. I thought peace would only find me when I understood the cost. Then one quiet morning showed me I could live without knowing The past was real, but so was I, and fate was teaching me to rise. The morning found me standing with both feet on the ground. The pain that tried to silence me could never keep me down. The morning found me standing with new courage in my eyes. I did not wait for fear to leave, I simply chose to rise. I carried every lesson with me, but left the bitterness behind. I stopped calling myself broken for surviving difficult times. Now every scar has found a purpose, every tear has fed the ground. And where I thought that nothing mattered, a stronger life is growing now. I cannot change what yesterday knew, but I can choose what I will do. The morning found me standing with both feet on the ground. The pain that tried to silence me could never keep me down. The morning found me standing with new courage in my eyes. I did not wait for fear to leave, I simply chose to rise. Faith was never having answers or pretending I was strong. It was taking one more step ahead when everything felt wrong. Now I know a heart can tremble and still carry on. The morning found me standing, and the whole world opened wide. Every road that once had frightened me became a place to try. The morning found me standing with the future in my eyes. I did not wait for life to change, I changed the way I faced my life. The morning found me standing, and this time I chose to rise. The sun came through the window bright, and I walked forward